Hello everyone, here we have again another episode of College Dunia on Thoughts of Education. And today we have with us Dr. Satyaprasad from Stanley College of Engineering. Welcome, sir, to the another episode. How are you, sir?
Doing very good.
Uh, so,
Considering the pandemic times, I think I'm having a very interesting experience, enriching, and a very changing and challenging environment. And it is amazing how the youngsters and the faculty are reacting to this and achieving wonderfully.
exactly, sir. Sir, to start with, we'd like to first start with you, sir. Like you have been associated with the education sector for such a long time, sir. So, what is the inspiration of you, sir, behind this collaboration for such a long time? What is your inspiration, sir?
My basically, I always wanted to be a teacher. Always wanted to be a teacher. It was in my one of the goals of my life that I should choose a noble profession, right? And I think the choice was between being an engineer, being a scientist, or being an industrialist, and I realized that being a teacher, I could be everything at the same time. So through my students, I am an engineer, I am a researcher, I am a scientist, right? So a teacher is a more wholesome profession than any other profession. That motivated me in my young days to be a teacher,
Right.
right? Be a teacher
So,
who are guiding me in this direction.
right.
And they guided me to do my graduation well, and then my post graduation at IIT BHU, which is currently IIT BHU. Okay, and then my PhD from Kakinada, JNTU Kakinada, over there. And in between, I had a very good, excellent guidance from my teachers that I must every 10 years, at least 2 years, I must spend in the industry to be a more relevant teacher, which I have been following right through my career.
Right. Exactly, sir.
Right of 34 years nearly at this point of time.
Great, sir. That is really great. So, sir, taking this huge experience in hand, you have been interacting with a lot of people, managing a lot of people, and right now managing such a great institution, Stanley. What kind of leadership style do you follow, sir? What is your leadership style?
I believe the current contemporary scenario warrants a democratic approach in leadership. Democratic approach only ensures the participation of all the stakeholders, and the most important stakeholder, the student. Okay, if we are not a good teacher should always be a good listener. Okay, there it starts. Democracy starts from there. If we listen to the students, okay, the said and the unsaid desires of the students, and what makes them tick, then it is very easy to achieve lives. Okay, Stanley has always had a vision of making lives rather than numbers. Okay, placement wise or something. We wanted students to make a career, make a life for themselves. Okay, given all the challenges, the life is going to throw at them at each point of time, how to nurture them to a higher level. That training also is given, and mentoring is also given here at Stanley. So such a one-to-one basis of involvement in Stanley is very evident in the relation between the student and the faculty. That is one aspect of what the leadership challenge is of today. The second leadership challenge is to see that all the stakeholders grow together. No stakeholder is left behind. It is not, though the Kendra Bindu or the focus of any educational system is the student.
True,
It is
sir.
only when we have empowered faculty,
Right.
when we have a good vigorous industry, then only we are going to have a solution which is suited. So all of these people must come together, right? No one aspect is going to be dominating the others. So the most important stakeholders, the students and the consumers, the industry and the facilitators, teachers must work together is what is the focus of the leadership at Stanley.
Right, sir, exactly. So, sir, congratulations on getting the autonomous approval for Stanley. So, this is a great leap in the journey of Stanley. So, sir, how do you like to would like to tell us more about how this journey has been, and what are the future aspects of this autonomous thing is going to give to your institution, and how the career of the students who are going to take admission in your institution is going to help them in enriching their careers?
See, the motivation for going for autonomy was the definition of success. In the affiliated system or in the earlier educational system, okay, we had a single definition of success. That definition involved one thing, a good degree, whether you are getting a first class or a distinction, or it had a second concept, are you placed or not? Okay. These two became the paramount focal points in any educational system. And all of you all know the intermediate education system has been destroyed because of such focus. Okay. The same thing was happening to the engineering education also, with a sort of anarchy. Everybody wants ranks, everybody wants placements. But what about the student? Is the student happy with the journey? Is it defining a success for him? That was the 2 years, nearly 3 years ago, in our brainstorming, we decided no, we must create an environment wherein each student must have their own definition of success. And we must have multiple paths for this success. Okay? Everybody starts from a baseline intermediate level and evolves into their own definition of success, not somebody else's definition of success. Okay? So I want to be a good computer science engineer in, let us say, animation, in gaming, in data science. Each of these paths must be essayed. That is possible only when the curriculum is in our hands. And there is a weightage for the co-curricular activities also. Now, the co-curricular activities are a burden on the student. 100% of the outcomes of the student is dependent on only the curricular aspect. Okay, their degree is awarded only for the curricular. The co-curricular activities, which are actually the employable skills, okay, become a burden for the student. Now, once we get autonomy, we can give a weightage for the achievements of employable skills also. A Java certification or a Oracle certification or IBM data science certification, okay, could be giving them 2 or 3 marks in their overall marks, each one of these achievements. By this kind of a system where the student is motivated towards excellence, which is required by the industry, okay, instead of having to burden themselves with additional hours, okay, which are not recognized until the employment 4 years later on. Therefore, the section of students who are self-driven was very small. Through autonomy, we can increase this. We can increase this to a large extent of having every student frame their own dreams and pursue their dreams. That was the challenge. That was the motivation in going for autonomy. I am very happy that the industry is cooperating wonderfully with us. We have IBM, okay, willing to partner with us in designing the curriculum and delivering the curriculum. Okay, and Infosys, Salesforce, to name a few of the industries. Okay, and also we have IIT Hyderabad, which is ready to extend its co-working facilities. Okay, whether it is they come and they work in our institution or we go and work at all levels, whether it is students or faculty. Okay, co-projects, right? Research, joint research, such type of activity, we get a lot more freer hand in under the umbrella of autonomy. So this is the vision with which motivation with which we are going for autonomy, and we have planned our autonomy. I'm very happy to say that the participation of the faculty and students has been incredible in this journey. Okay.
Right.
They have risen to every challenge we have posed to them in achieving autonomy, whether it is in the form of better ranks, 8 ranks out of 4 branches of engineering is not a small achievement by our students and our faculty who have mentored them, okay, right throughout. And nearly 70% industry placements, 20% higher education. Okay, so these sort of numbers with an overall no backlog pass percentage of 85. Various challenges have been thrown to the faculty and to the students, and at every point, I've seen that when we ensure or encourage their participation, everything is achieved, not just by issuing dictates, okay, in an undemocratic manner.
Right, sir. Exactly. So, sir, I'll just like to know more few things like the students in Telangana region, sir. They are moving out of Telangana. Like as per our analysis for the last 3 years, like 60% of the students are moving out of Telangana, right, to take admissions in different states or might be out of India. So how, like this autonomous thing and all the collaborations, what message would you like to give to those students who are still looking out for the best colleges in Hyderabad? So how would you, what message would you like to give to those students that why should they pursue their education in Hyderabad?
Yeah. See, Hyderabad, okay, the reason for this is very historical. Bangalore, that is Karnataka, and particularly Tamil Nadu, have seen huge investments in the industry in the past, and which has led to a proportional increase in the educational institutions in that area. Okay. Historically, for example, Coimbatore has been the capital of small-scale industries in India. Okay. With the advent of Telangana state, Hyderabad has undergone a huge transformation. Now, the investments in Hyderabad, particularly in the pharma sector and in the aerospace sector, okay, and keeping the traditional strength of IT sector intact, okay. All these, you see, Apple has come to Hyderabad. IBM has got its largest data center innovation and research R&D center in the country, in Hyderabad, outside US. Okay. In Hyderabad, like this, over the past few years, Hyderabad has considerably improved, and this now has percolated down to the educational institutes in the form of internships, employment, okay, projects, and the workshops or the trainings provided by industry at the institution. This information is not going to the students. They still believe that Bangalore or Chennai are better destinations. Okay? Whereas in Hyderabad itself, all of us academicians are well aware that we have to up the quality or we will go down the drain. We are well aware of that, and we are taking steps to be on a comparative basis, if not better, than many of the institutions in Bangalore or Hyderabad or Chennai. College Dunia should take this message to the students that Hyderabad has got a very vibrant, industry-friendly educational system, particularly with respect to engineering education. Okay, to name a few of my sister institutions who are doing very well along with us. Okay, VNR Vigyan Jyoti is doing a wonderful job. Okay, in this direction of training the students for the industry with the industry collaboration. Okay, etc. There are a number of initiatives, and Stanley recognizes the importance of this. We have tied up with VMware, with Salesforce, with Red Hat, okay, with Dell, to have special centers of excellence over here, okay, and have periodic trainings. Many of our students have got certification from, okay, University of Chicago, University of California, etc. through Coursera, and NPTEL certifications delivered by having a consistent improvement in the rank joining us. Okay, who are joining us, it has constantly been on the up. Okay, and we have been ranked by most of. We are the second best women's institution in the country, first best in South India by Times of India ranking, a neutral body.
Right.
Okay, so like this, we have worked hard on this aspect, and we are having a very rewarding experience for that. Yes, this brain drain from Telangana to outside states should be stopped. Our students deserve the best, okay, and the best is here at home.
Okay, great, sir. Great. Now this is a really great.
Yes, please.
Which should be taken up. So, sir, moving ahead, I just like to know a few of the best practices of education system and curriculum which you are following in Stanley, sir, and how it is different from other institutions.
Number one, we believe in mentoring the students. We are facilitators rather than. This is the first focal point, okay? Mentoring the students. The second focal point is becoming knowledge generators, okay? From knowledge disseminators, and that too at the student level. Now we have IEEE or indexed or Scopus, okay, SCI journals, paper presentations by our students. A large number of students, nearly about 500 plus papers have been published by students at UG level. Normally we see this at PG level.
Right.
Okay, we do not see student publications in journals of significance, Springer, okay, etc. Student level at UG level we do not see, but we encourage them to have that R&D or innovation point of view. The third is we partner with CII and AICTE, okay, CII and AICTE, to see that we are in the Ideas Lab, we are in the Innovation IIC cell, okay, over there, and we get CII certification for our students, okay. And another thing which we do is the professional bodies like CSI, ETE, IEEE, all of these, the activities are very vibrant and strong at Stanley. The CSI and IETE activities have led to core jobs in a huge way. First, they have led to paid internships for students through competitions and hackathons at the institution. Okay, CII, IBM has organized through CSI a hackathon wherein 18 students were given jobs through internships. So when they were students, they were interns, that got converted into a job offer. Okay. So on a small event, hackathon, 18 lives were made. Like this, number of activities. We have increased the number of activities so that the passion of the student, and for every passion of a student in Stanley, I must have an activity. Engineering, they are studying it. Okay. For example, a student is very passionate about, let us say, architecture. All right. And as usual in India, they end up being computer science engineers.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Exactly.
How do we bring this architecture to computer science engineering? How do you make tools to be used by architects? Okay. Using computer science applications, whether it is app-based or web-based or standalone applications. Such type, for every passion, we want technology associated, and the learning experience will be really rewarding for the student, okay, over there. And we have made careers for students in this direction.
Right, sir. So, sir, as you told about the careers you have been making in this direction, I'd like to know the placement scenario at current point of time. Like in the past 2 years around, you can tell me like how the placements have been for Stanley and where your students are out there at current point of time.
Yeah. The placement data of Stanley is very much available on the website, college website, and 70% of our students get placed. Okay. Actually, the placement cell get placed, which accounts for about 70%, because the 30% students have got other objectives like higher education. Okay. So every student who wants a job gets a job at Stanley. And last 2 years, okay, we have got only development jobs. We do not have any back office jobs, okay, service support jobs. None of them. They are not allowed for campus drives at all. Okay, they are not allowed. Minimum package at Stanley to be given for Stanley students for a drive to be conducted here is 3 lakhs.
Great, sir.
Okay. Last year, our average package was 3.6 lakhs. This year, the average package is 4.5 lakhs.
Great.
This year, we have seen a number of students get 10 lakhs, okay, package, 7 lakhs package. And I'll tell you another one small success story, consistency, for the sake of consistency. SAP normally hires 4 or 5 students from this entire Hyderabad every year. Okay, 4 or 5 students, that's it. SAP, when it conducts its drive through task, takes only 4 or 5 students.
Right.
I'm happy to inform you that one student from Stanley every year is there in this list at a package of 8.25 lakhs.
Great, sir.
At a package. That is because of the trainings we offer to the students. Right from the first year, a student is given trainings. Okay, in that in a co-curricular manner, through competitions, through actual workshops, through hands-on workshops, okay, in such domains, they think. As the students decide, the student class review committee, they give the trainings which they want to be conducted in that semester. And I have seen the students choose very wisely. They don't choose something, people are afraid to give control to the students so that chaos will result. I will say we had a more rewarding and more outcome-based environment once we have listened a lot to the students.
Right, sir.
Okay. So the placement scenario in Stanley is very good and is improving year by year. Okay. This year we have targeted international placements. Let us see. That is the next challenge I am looking forward for. Okay, international internships and placements are the targets for this year.
I'm sure, sir,
Which I have given to my
under your leadership, Stanley will be able to achieve it, and I'm very much sure of it. College Dunia truly believes in Stanley, sir. So, sir,
God willing.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Just on the last part, sir, we'll just like to know, like, what do you see your institution in the upcoming 5 years? What is the vision, sir?
The vision is to set up a robust autonomous system for the next 3 years. We are reorganizing the institution, okay, setting up more departments, service based, okay, instead of technology based or branch based, okay. We are going in for a data center, okay, where what is the SWOT analysis of the student has been done. Where are the marks? Is the student good? Then go for management job.
Right.
Okay, go for trainings in that. If the student is good at logic, become an architect. Okay, train yourself to be an architect. Okay, or a team lead. Okay, train yourselves.
Right, sir.
Internet connection. Okay, so this sort of departments are needed for support.
Right, sir.
Okay, which we are setting up in the next 2 years in a very robust manner over here.
Right.
The next, I'll tell you, in 2024, our goal is to have QS rating.
US ready.
Okay, QS rating. For that, we are increasing our interaction with the international world. Okay, exchange programs with faculties. Okay, in leading universities in US. I am fortunate that I have my batch has developed very good academicians spread over the world, which makes my life a lot more easier. I can get lots of academicians down here, okay, with US based or Europe based, Australia, from Australia. We have had tie-ups. We are looking for empowering the students to the next level by making them truly international, that is teaching German or teaching Japanese as an add-on course and giving them credits for that.
Right.
Okay. So these are the visions we have for Stanley.
Right.
The milestones, as far as the milestones are concerned, 2024, the milestone is to have a QS ranking, to be ranked within the top 500 performing institutions in the world. Okay. That is our goal at this point of time.
Great, sir. So to conclude and to go ahead, sir, so like I like to know, like, what message would you like to give to the students? What message would you like to give to the students, sir, who would be seeing this video?
International ranking.
Yeah.
In that direction, I think if we aim, as Dr. Kalam said, we should aim big. Then only the derived benefits come, okay, as other rewards, right? Derived. Stanley is a 100-year-old institution, is a member of 100-year-old group of institutions which are committed for women empowerment. Okay, Stanley Girls School, 1897. Okay, in 1897 for women empowerment. So I am on really holy ground over here.
Right.
Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women is the youngest member of this family, which is having a great service motto: empower women, okay, enrich the world.
Right, sir.
Okay, impact the world. This is our motto. Okay, so in that direction, women have got lots of challenges in the current scenario, including equity. Okay, over there, and they have lots of demand by our cultural system which we have. Okay, where they how do we give them sustainable careers?
Right.
Okay, So this is another one. We are very open to this. A large discussion is done right from first year, okay, from the induction program about how women should have a career which is break free.
Right.
It is break free. So that involvement, okay, is there a huge way. Technologies which are friendly for women, okay, empowerment, those are also discussed, and that point is raised at each point of time, okay. And societal suppression or oppression of women, even that, okay, discussions and okay, activities are done over here. Number of times, governmental agencies, whether it is the police department, okay, or thing, we collaborate with them, or the judicial department, even the judges come and they advise our ladies about what is their rights and how they should fight for them, okay. Fight for them in the sense, not in a antagonistic manner, okay, but in a positive manner. How do we do it? Okay.
Right.
So without creating a vicious work environment, how do we still stand up for what we are?
Exactly, sir.
This focus also is there in Stanley very much.
Right.
Okay. And I do believe we are creating wonderful employees for the industry because of this approach.
Great, sir. Right, great. So, sir, what message would you like to give to the current youth, sir, who will be looking for your institution and looking for some of the best colleges in Hyderabad, and they're looking and aspiring for Stanley, sir?
Do not dream small. Do not compromise. Right? Believe that you can do it. Knock the tea out of Kant. Knock the tea out of Kant. The opportunities which the current youth have got, we never had earlier. Okay? And every career is good. There is no such thing as a unique definition of success. There are multiple definitions of success. Find your success and walk towards it in a determined manner. Okay? At Stanley, we respect your goals, your definition of success, and we create an environment which is helpful for you. That much I can assure you at Stanley. Okay? Over there. But to current youth, I say you all are wonderful people. Okay? Are underrated, wonderful people. Okay? Believe in yourself, go out and get doing what you want. All right? Say, it's the classic examples itself I can give, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Okay? They left the what I call traditional educational system and became what they are, synonymous with success and change. Okay? But did it happen simply like that? Because they left the traditional system, did they become what they are? No. They worked hard, they believed in themselves. That is the base thing. Okay? Base value, core value which you must have. Believe in yourself. What you want to do. Okay? Over there. And go and do it. Over there. Okay? With respect to the 6 technologies Stanley is offering, whether it is CSC, IT, artificial intelligence and data science, or computer engineering, or electronics and communication engineering, or electrical and electronics engineering, I assure you, at Stanley, you will have a wonderful time. A very lively, wonderful time. If you do, okay? We enjoy working with you.
Great, sir. Great. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your time. It was very nice interacting with you. And we wish Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women best of luck. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining college.
Please pass this message, especially the message that Purginti Polokora, you understand Telugu? Okay?
You can.
The students are saying anything other than home is standard. I say the best standards are at home.
Right.
Okay, and particularly my home,
Right.
right?
True.
Thank you very much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you all.
Thank you, sir.